Good morning. This is an update on 491 Dargan. We're just running through the property real fast here. We're waiting on the inspectors. The electrician is here this morning to go back over and redo some of the wiring that was stolen out of the house so we can get the re-roughing inspection done. And then we have to have an insulation inspection the city is making us do now. So as soon as he's done, we get the inspection. The crew is coming down here again today to get that insulation done. Then we got to have it re-inspected again. The framing is supposed to be inspected again today. And once we have that all signed off, then we can start closing the walls. The painters have been out here on the exterior. The windows are all boarded for security, but all the windows have been replaced here on the property. The house is looking pretty good now. We changed the color of it. The city made us go back with wood siding, and so we've done that. We were able to leave this hardy plank back here that was on the back of the house. We've not replaced these French doors back here at the rear. They need to do that. You can see the roof has been all done and redone, but the house is looking pretty good. We're really just waiting up for these inspections right now. It's a killer, but unfortunately, because we're in the historic district and this property got screwed around with so much, the city's been all over this one. You know, and they're fine with handy Andy. It's just they're making us do every single thing. They did make us come back on this side. Originally, we had sealed up this door right here into that front bedroom because we couldn't tell. All that siding's been replaced, both on these side walls here. So the house is coming together. We'll take you inside, and you can see the beadboard ceiling is all brand new out here. This is the front porch. That's all been redone. These columns have all been rebuilt. So aside from just finishing up on the paintwork here, the exterior is pretty well done. The interior, we don't have power here, so I'm gonna have to switch to give us some light, and you'll be able to pick out some of the stuff. You can see all the wires run everywhere. As you'll recall from previous videos, the whole roof has been replaced. And that's a problem with this insurance check because we did about $20,000 of additional work up there and we couldn't get paid from it, so we've got to shift some numbers around to make this all work out. This is the front living room. Once we get the walls down in here, once we get these inspections hopefully today and everything passes, this will go pretty fast again. But they really have had Handy Andy's hands tied. You can see the new set of attic stairs right there. You can see lots of framing all through here. This area is completely reframed. This is the right bedroom right here. Closet's been reframed. That chimney was partially knocked down. This one was knocked off at the roof line and capped over, so this is just a decorative fireplace at this point. But what happens is when you got all these walls open like that, they just got in here, they broke into the house and they just ripped everything out of here. So we actually have had to come back and replace all this wiring that you see in these open walls. The little bitches stole it. This is the second bedroom on the right with a double closet. This is actually the master. This has got this full bathroom back here. So we haven't done a lot with this stuff yet, but once we get these inspections here done, we should be ready to rock and roll on this spot. And really, once the insulation is in, the drywall's in, the rest of this will flow like butter, as we just have final inspections at that point. So we still have a lot of cleanup and stuff to do on this job. The hardest parts have all been done at this point. Everything else is going to go a heck of a lot easier. This is that rear sunroom that you may or may not remember. These are the French doors, and again, we have not replaced those, obviously. But everything's open up for the inspection. Everything's framed and wired. This was the old, actually the old siding back here is what you're looking at, the old cedar siding. This is back in the kitchen area, which has been gutted. And again, just waiting for that inspection. Put this thing back and be ready to rock and roll. But you can see these are brand new windows. Brand new window right there. Another brand new window. These windows were all specified by the Architectural Review Board that we had to put these in here. So it's been done. But you can't tell from the outside, but I think pretty much they've replaced every single window on the house. They didn't reuse any of them, and our original bid was to reuse the existing windows, I believe. So there you have it. I'd say we probably maybe 2-3 weeks away from getting this thing done and getting out of here. But again, it depends on the city and what they have to say to us today. The framing inspector wanted a couple extra braces added, which you can see these side braces right here, purlins. The boys came back and added those in per the inspector. So I'm not sure what else was on his list. I wasn't a party to it. It gives you a pretty good idea. Here's another set of new windows in the left and third bedroom. It's really a nice house. Once it's put back together again, it'll be pretty easy to rent, I think. This one is going to rent for about $1,200, and so that makes it a little bit harder because the average rental over here right now is about $900. But we'll do our best at it. We got the sign out here again in the yard, and we'll get it done. Take care. This is Andy, Second Chance Homes and Buy with Equity, and this is 491 Dargan.